Oh, okay.
Had to make some changes already. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It happens. Yeah, the guy with the. Yeah, he's doing the.
Yeah, go ahead and put us on there. See.
Is everything all right here? I mean,
No, just don't touch anything because
Oh.
it's just
right.
we just got to wait on it and see what happens. I have no idea if it's going to go through or not. Because you've shut it off and restarted it, then it's going to shut us completely off.
Seems like you're getting. Yep.
And we welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer for tonight's ball game. I'm joined along by Mark Cavallo, our general manager here this evening, as the Newton Rebels will take on the Sunflower Seeds in Game 1. It's going to be a 4-game series here, Mark.
Yeah, things a little different now. We're supposed to play a 5-game series, but what happened was with Andale dropping out, and of course El Dorado earlier, the Great Bend had to play somebody, and so I guess 1-game Sluggers is going to go up and play us. We're going to go up and play, and the Seeds are going to go up to Great Bend to fulfill that obligation. That even though it's a non-league game, we're going to play. So we're only playing 4 games against the Seeds.
All right, so tonight will be the first game. We do have some changes on the starting lineups. So the starting lineups that you're going to be seeing up on the screen are not going to be correct, but we will try to correct them here as we go along. First of all, leading off for the Sunflower Seeds will be the center fielder, number 16, Owen Sheldon. Batting second. Well, looks like he's going to be playing right field now.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make these changes as I go.
Frank just heard that this about
Yes,
3 minutes ago.
2 seconds ago.
Yeah, so.
Now will be the right fielder now, number 34, Monray Vanderwalt, batting third. And he's going to be catching now instead of playing first base. Stop now. Hunter Igo, batting fifth, will be the first baseman instead of the DH. Number 24, Brendan Macbeth, batting sixth, will be the second baseman now instead of the shortstop. Well, they did make all kinds of changes.
They did make some changes.
Number 17, Nolan Friend, batting seventh, will be the third baseman, number 31, Dalton Friend, batting eighth. And this is a different guy here.
The Trace?
Yeah. No, it is number 26, but they got a different name. They got Trace Blakesley.
Blakesley.
All right. And then pitching will be number 35, Axton Travis. So once again, those are the changes all here in the lineup. And we do apologize because we did just get those here just a second ago. And now we're going to go with the Newton Rebels. I believe we are. There we go. And here's the starting lineup for the Newton Rebels. Leading off for the Rebels, second baseman number 11, Jaden Hanna. Batting second, the left fielder number 20, Aiden Corrigan. Batting third and playing first base number 23, Nolan Riley. Batting fifth and playing center field number 14, Trey Wingett. Batting sixth and playing shortstop will be number 1, Andrew Brotman. Batting seventh and catching will be number 16, Anthony Zellner. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 0, Eli Hickman. Batting ninth, Barnes. And pitching this evening for the Newton Rebels will be number 38, Carson Jacobs. So we're going to have to make these changes here on our score sheet also as we go along. And we do apologize about that, but that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Well, that's one reason as a coach. I had one time somebody goes, "Why don't you get the lineup up the night before?" And you don't want to post it. Because that reason. Somebody got hurt, I guess, just in the warm-ups, and that's what happens. But, yeah, it does happen, and then that changes everything, especially when you don't have a deep roster like the Seeds do.
So right now, leading off for the Sunflower Seats will be the center fielder. Will be number 16, Owen Sheldon. And you give us a little bit of information on them.
All right. Trying to make sure everything's up to date here, but Owen Sheldon's from Beaumont, Texas, 5'9", 180, and he plays at Lamar University. It's a place where Zach Bravo.
There's the first pitch is fouled off as the count now goes, no balls, 1 strike.
Got it. But, yeah, it's both been a pretty rough season for the Seeds and the Rebels. And, they're trying to pick up, the last couple weeks of the season, have some positives going into it, so when they go into the fall.
And here's Jacob's pitch. That one in there for call strike as the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Jacobs comes in as he has played in 10 ball games, has started 7. He has pitched 38 1/3 innings, has given up 26 hits, 33 runs, 26 earned runs, and has a total of 38 base on balls. Shows 52 strikeouts. There's ball hit to the third baseman. Nolan Riley goes to first base for out number 1. So a 5-3 in the books here, as we do have 1 down now here in the top half of the first inning. And that will bring up, and I'm going to make these changes as we go. It will be the right fielder, number 34, Monray Vanderwalt.
And Vanderwalt's also a catcher, but he's from Fulshear, Texas, 6 foot, 205, right-handed hitter from another player from Lamar University. Two 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes now to Vanderwalt. And I saw Vanderwalt was in one of the top batsmen here in the league. I'm not exactly sure what it was that he was doing, but I just happened to be looking at it this morning at 2:15 in the morning.
Doing your research, huh? Yeah, that's what.
A little research. I couldn't sleep, so as the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike.
I've done the same thing, Frank.
That's when I printed up your rosters for you there. Now that one misses low as the net count now goes to 3 balls, 1 strike now to Monray Vanderwalt.
Yeah, right now it looks like he's trying to throw his breaking stuff the last couple balls, and pitches there, and it's just not working for him right now. Oh, 3-0 count? Was it 3-1?
That one goes to first to the pitcher for out number 2. That is a 1-3 put out for the second out. And that will bring up the catcher now, number 99, Roger Valoria.
Frank, he was with us last year with the Rebels. Great guy. Roger Valoria from Caracas, Venezuela, 6 foot, 215. And he plays at Arkansas Baptist. Now, he played behind Lincoln Andrews last year, which was a tough task.
Has 31 hits and has scored 14 runs.
He's had a solid season, and he made the All-Star team and did quite well.
And he has a total of 22 RBIs here this season. That one misses inside. As the count now goes to 3 balls, no strikes to Roger Valoria. When I filling out my scorecard, I said, I recognize that
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
But that's
Last
right. He
year.
played with us last year. That one, 2 down. And that will bring up. Okay, McMillan's not playing now, so it's going to bring up the second baseman, number 8, Hunter Igo.
I go from Derby, Kansas, 6 foot 170, and he plays his school ball at Fort Hays State.
And he is playing shortstop, so I will make that change. And this thing, so just the way it goes. Ball hit right back up the middle. Andrew Brotman will touch second base for the force out, and that is out number 3. So here in the top half of the first inning for the Sunflower Seeds, they score on no hits, no errors, and 1 left to play. It is the Sunflower Seeds 0 and the Newton Rebels coming to bat. We'd like to thank all our sponsors here this evening before we get started. Any double plays tonight will be sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law. Any doubles by the Rebels will be sponsored by Cobra Enterprise, Store and Stuff, and Realty Connections. Plays at the plate will be sponsored by Colonel Tim Mollard family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. Pitching changes this evening will be sponsored by Race Roofing. They have you covered. Home runs this evening will be sponsored by the John Odeman family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. Also, any great plays or players of the game will be sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. We'd also like to thank Back Alley Pizza and Curtis Seas for their sponsorship. And we cannot forget all the host families. Once again, it is very important that we thank those host families because this couldn't be possible without them.
Yeah, and there's no doubt about it. And if you're interested in being a host family for next year, just let me know. Let me know. And like I said, not as normal as we were used to, Frank, but it's getting there, and we'd like to get some more families involved in the season.
So we're going to be going down to the bottom half of the first inning, 0, and then the Newton Rebels coming to bat. Defensively for the Seeds at first base, we got number 24, Macbeth. Second baseman, number 17, Friend. At third base will be number 31, Friend. Try that starting now. First pitch is ball 1 to Nolan Riley, now the batter. As we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball, Corey Mason just got a base hit into left center field. That one in there for call strike, as the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike. To Nolan Riley, who's batting here for the Newton Rebels, as he is the 4th batter here in the bottom half of the first inning. No score here so far. Riley is 3rd in the league in batting average, as he comes in with a .391 batting average. That one misses inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Nolan Riley. He has appeared in 27 ball games, has been up to bat 92 times, has 36 hits, has scored 16 runs, and has a total of 22 RBIs. Once again, Mason is on at first base. That ball hit to the left-hand side, and that's going to be out of play, as that will even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I was going to say, Riley, I consider probably the most consistent hitter. I mean, he hadn't had too many bad games. Well, he was leading the league last week, and he probably had 2 of his worst games. You know what I mean? Just it happens. Just, where it just seemed like he was a little out of sync. And then all of a sudden he started hitting the ball hard, and he hits the big home run the other night. So I'm expecting him to finish with a flourish here at the end.
So Nolan Riley now up there with a 2-2 count. And here is Travis's pitch. That one fouled off, and it's going to be out of play, as the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful evening here in Wichita, Kansas. We are at Westside Athletic Field. It's showing it is 84 degrees here in Wichita, but humidity 67%.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I'll tell you what. You said you played golf today, right?
Yeah, I felt that. I
was going to say
towards the end.
I could feel it also. I was at the golf course today. That one is ball 4, so Nolan Riley will be on at first base. Moving over to second base is Corey Mason, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 14, Trey Wingett. Wingett comes in batting. 246 for the Newton Rebels, as he's appeared in 23 ball games, has been up to the bat 69 times, has 17 hits, and has scored 11 runs here this year.
He's kind of had an up and down season. You know, I mean, he started out, he was probably 3-hole mainly in the lineup, and started off kind of, you know, a lot of pop-ups and this. I mean, this, you know, and then he started getting hot, and then he left. He had to leave for a wedding and some family obligations, and then he came back, and of course he had the big game, home run.
That one misses high for ball 2, so the count goes 2 balls, no strikes now to Trey Wingett. We have Corey Mason on at second base as he reached on a base hit, and then Nolan Riley reached on a base on balls, which moved Mason to second, with 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. Once again, if you're just now joining us, we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball. And here's the pitch by Travis. That one is fouled off there by Wingett.
Yeah, he's got a quick bat, doesn't he?
As the count will now go to 2 balls and 1 strike.
And I could see he hit what, 350 this last spring at Gateway Community College down in Arizona there, and a lot of potential. He's signed. He's going to be going to St. Mary's. St. Mary's of California, Division I.
By the way, the wind is only about 9 miles an hour out of the east-northeast, or southeast, I should say, which means it's coming directly from center field into us. That one misses way outside as the count now goes to 3 balls, 1 strike. And Roger Valoria had to step out about over the batter's box area there to make that stop as the count now goes to 3 balls and 1 strike.
I'm glad Roger's having a great year. Like I said, we had no problem with him as a Newton Rebel last year. He did a great job, and like I said, he had to play basically behind Lincoln Andrews, which was a tough task.
That one just misses high, and that will be ball 4, as that will load the bases now for the Newton Rebels. Once again, we do have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the first inning. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brutman. So that is the second walk given up here by Travis, as that will load the bases now. Mason on at third base, Riley at second, and Wingett on at first base.
Yeah, this is great. See Brotman right here. I mean, here's the all-star. He's going to be going to Eastern Illinois, Arc City boy, and bases loaded. You can't beat this. You got to love this.
So here's the pitch. That misses outside as the count now goes to 1 ball and no strikes.
And Frank, this is what we talked about as a hitter. The pressure's on the pitcher. And, you know, sometimes you get the hitter up there and they start swinging at bad pitches and they help out the pitcher. You know, don't help him out here. I mean, if he walks you, you get an RBI. Get a good pitch, drive it.
Doesn't look like our stream is working very good here tonight. It's awful hot here. That one hits the outside corner as the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike. If it does shut us down, we will be right back with you. All I got to do is reset the time on it. For some reason, we cannot reset the stream unless we put a time in, and the time has to be, of course, in the future. So that's what takes us just a little bit, and we'll make some other changes. Maybe that will keep us on the air. That's fouled off there by Brutman as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, you know, you can feel a little bit of that wind at us,
right there.
But unfortunately they got a little netting down at the leg area, and we can't feel it coming down through our legs, but we can feel it up above us here.
Tell you, Frank, I might make a proposal to all the GMs that everybody build a press box. What do you think of that?
Whoa,
That'd be
wow.
nice. I'm sure they'll listen to me. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure that they will.
But that would be nice, wouldn't it? Because, you know, I think everybody, like right here, and I know that Friends University is going to be putting up some kind of press box there. Like, it's kind of different phases right now. The field looks beautiful, though. I mean, you can see the Falcon right there in front of you there on the screen. And
well, there's my warning sign on the broadcast. So once again, if we do go off the air, I'll try to get us back on as quickly as possible. That ball hit right back up the middle, right to the pitcher. Travis, he goes to first base for out number 3. That one knocked the glove off of Travis. Yeah. So, but he was was able to get to the ball and go to first base. So a 1-3 put out for the third out if you're scoring at home. Bottom half of the first inning for the Newton Rebels. They score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base. at the end of 1 inning to play. We have no score. By the way, this is a 7-inning game here tonight.
Yep.
We'll be right back, and hopefully we're not off the air. And we welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer. I'm joined along by the general manager, Mark Kavala. Mark, say hi to everybody out there. We got you on the air.
How's
there.
it going?
And as we go to the top half of the second inning, once again, if we do get shut off, we do apologize, but we'll try to get you back on. We do have some people that are making some comments, and that's great to hear. John Hanna says, go get them, Rebels. Bob Brotman says, it's perfect. Don't change a thing. Well, believe me, we're not touching a thing except for the balls and strikes. And then Mark... It's Walworth?
Whitworth,
okay, I'm sorry. It says, go Seeds, especially Owen Sheldon. And Nikki Sperry says, feed is really buffing. And once again, we do apologize about that, but that's just because of the internet that we have here. So we're going to get you back out to the field. And leading off here in the top half of the second inning for the Sunflower Seeds, it will be the shortstop, number 8, Hunter Igo.
Yep. Actually, I think it's Brendan Macbeth. I go hit the last thing, so I was thinking, we already talked about
Number 24?
Yeah, he was from Brendan Macbeth from Kingman, Kansas.
Oh,
6'2", 240 from Pratt College.
My apologies. I must have just not marked the correct one off.
Everything's been turned around.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say,
in your slide.
oh, that's right. But the McMillan was not batting, so that's where I need to put number 26 at.
Yeah.
We got Dalton.
Our apologies to the Macbeth family right there, but it's a good-sized young man right here, 6'2", 240. And you know who else went to Pratt? Yeah, Zach Gillig went to Pratt also, so it's a teammate of his. Strike 3 on a high fastball. Boy, Frank, he popped that one.
All right, so we do have one down now. I'm still trying to make these changes here because it's all messed up. Now batting is the
Jack Mount. That's not Jack Mount. So it's Nolan Friend. And like I said, they've had a lot of turnovers, a lot of different guys, and we don't have anything on him.
Yeah, it says Nolan Friend.
Yeah, we don't have. So try to find out a little on him. You know, the Seeds, I mean, you got to right the first of the season. And so that, basically we're looking late trying to find a place to play. They put a team, Mar University. I mean, it's looking through some of the college here, Tabor, Neosho.
2 strikes. I'm sorry, but I'm still trying to get this doggone lineup right because I had to move everybody up.
Strike 3.
Call
slider right there.
Good. Was that swing and a miss?
Yep, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. That's for out number 2. So we do have 2 down now here in the top half of the second inning. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 7, Dalton.
Dalton Friend.
No, yeah, it is Dalton Friend, number 31. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't have anything on him.
And we're starting again.
Okay.
And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball. I knew it was going to go off, Carv. I just knew it.
You predicted it.
Yeah, because it's just bad internet. All right, we have 2 out here in the bottom half of the second inning, and look how fast this is bat logging here. We may get shut down like right now.
Oh, hope not. It's just tough when you can't control it.
No,
that's
that's what makes it so frustrating is you're trying to control, make everything work just fine, and it's just not going to work. We are trying, folks. We are trying to keep this on air here tonight. And here's the pitch now. That one hits Barnes as he will now go to first base. So runner on at first base, out and hits Bassman.
Barnes did right there. He had a slow curve. I mean, he just turned. It wasn't going to hurt you. Let him hit him right in the shoulder there and jogs down to first base, and maybe something can happen here with 2 outs.
And that brings up the second baseman, number 11, Jaden Hanna. Hanna walked his first time up and was thrown out at second base by a great throw there by Valoria at catcher for the Sunflower Seeds. Please stay with us if you can. We know that it's frustrating. But believe me,
on both sides, I know
it's
that.
frustrating on this side of it, too, to try to keep you on the air. Keep us on air here.
We almost celebrate when everything's going well.
We're getting a warning again. So count is no balls, 1 strike now. And there's a swing and a miss there to Jaden Hanna as the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a big cut. Just timing off right there, but, man, that was a good cut.
So no balls, 2 strikes now to Hanna. And Axton Travis now ready with the 0-2 pitch. That one fouled off there by Hanna. And going back to first base will be Justin Barnes.
Yeah, I don't know. Something right here might be it. Sometimes good time right now to get the runner going in motion, get something going, 2 strikes. Even if it gets thrown out, you still got the top of the lineup coming up the next inning. But we'll see what Coach Clark does.
Here's the pitch by Travis. A swing and a miss there by Hanna as he goes down swinging for out number 3. So the bottom half of the second inning for the Newton Rebels, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, we have no score, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the third inning. And I believe the batter is left fielder number 6, Trace Blakesley. That bunt lay down there, and Jacobs will toss it over to first base for out number 1. So a 1-3 put out for the first out here in the top half of the third inning. Once again, we are only going 7 innings here tonight. We do have one down. That will bring up the center fielder, number 16, Owen Sheldon. Sheldon grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. There's a ball that's fouled off there by Sheldon, as the count now goes to no balls and 1 strike.
Sheldon from Beaumont, Texas, Lamar University. That's where Zach Bravo.
And 2 strikes. He has appeared in 27 ball games, has been up to bat 103 times, has 29 hits, and has scored 24 runs. And here's the pitch. There's a swing and it goes down for out number 2. And that is the 4th strikeout recorded by Carson Jacobs here this evening. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 34, Monray Vanderwalt.
Yeah, I like seeing this right now with Carson Jacobs. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's get one more. 1, 2, 3. I love those 1, 2, 3 innings by pitchers on my side.
That ball misses high for ball 1.
When we're going against them, I don't like that, Frank. But when it's our side, our team, 1, 2, 3, man, keep it down. Keep your pitch count down.
So here's the pitch by Carson Jacobs. That one misses. A fastball misses high for ball 2. You ready?
Yep.
All right, we're going to make a little change here, see if this will do us a little bit better. That ball hit out to center field. The center fielder for the Newton Rebels, Trey Wingett, gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So the top half of the 3rd inning for the Sunflower Seeds. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, we have no score, and we'll be right back. We're going to do some change on the internet here. Hopefully that works. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. No score yet so far here in the ball game. This is supposed to be a 7-inning game here tonight.
Right. Yep.
As the Sunflower Seeds are down on players.
Yeah, down on pitching, basically, that meant players. And, first Coach Clark didn't really want to go do that, but, he realized we have a lot of games coming up also. So, especially with the series with Hutchinson coming up after this. And so he wanted to make sure that we were all right, too. But he also wanted to help out the Seeds.
Well, we're down to 10 games, this one here being the 10th game. We do have a makeup game against the Cheney Diamond Dogs.
Right, and I've talked to Coach Hahn about it, Pat Hahn, and we haven't discussed it yet. I don't know if it's going to be to see if it's going to be any difference in the standings or whatever. And it could be for them, of course.
Right.
So we're just trying to figure out, as they've got some games they're trying to finish up also.
So due up here for the Newton Rebels here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning will be the left fielder, number 20, Aiden Corrigan. And still pitching is Axton Travis.
Yeah, I guess he's talking to assistant GM Jay Gibbs, and they're going to go over through the point streak, I guess, whatever the.
Go through the what?
Yeah, they're going through he's doing the point streak.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Just checking, see what's going on, make sure because I guess somebody might have said that the player it was mixed up. Now Jake probably didn't know.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
I mean,
because there's a 6 and a 26, and we're not sure which one it is.
Yeah, I think maybe he he didn't get informed like we did.
Is that supposed to be number 6, Trace Blakesley?
Adam Birch.
Yeah.
Well, they scratched him out on that second one that they brought us back.
They gave me the same one.
Oh, they did?
They give me one that just has. They have the pitcher hitting now.
Okay.
Yeah, the last bat 9.
They scratched a guy out and have the pitcher hitting.
Okay. All right. We'll just follow along.
And then they bat out of order and texted Clark. Goes after the bat.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's okay. That explains that a lot of.
Frankly, you were on it.
Well,
you were on
I
it,
knew
man.
that there was something wrong there. Well, what happened was, folks, they batted out of order, and the count is 1 ball, no strikes here.
I needed you on my staff when I was a head coach.
That
Assistant
one
coach.
misses. Well,
That's what you want. You want somebody to say, "Hey, look." But I mean, yeah, it was just like they found it just before we went on the air.
yeah. Well, I couldn't figure it out because I thought they had batted out of order, but I couldn't. With all the changes, it just didn't make sense. That one misses outside as the count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. Believe me, folks, if it's confusing for you, you ought to. That one hit hard there by Aiden Corrigan. That one going foul.
He swung one hand almost. I mean, did you see that? He just
Yeah.
kind of was swung down there. That's one hand. He's a strong young man.
Corrigan once again batting. 265. That check swing there by Corrigan as he fouled that one off, and the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Corrigan. He's been playing a lot lately. I mean, he's quite a bit, and I think he will the rest of the season.
That one fouled off by Corrigan, so the count will stay at 2-2. We are the bottom half of the 3rd inning. If you're just joining us, again and again and again. And we did check. Not sure what the broadcast looks like here. That one fouled off once again. Actually, it's going to be in play. First baseman coming on and making the play at first base. That is number 24 for the Seats. That is Macbeth.
That was right at the pitcher's mound right there, and the pitcher got right out of the way, and all the other infielders were all around there.
Well, the way Valoria was looking at it, I thought it was going to be a foul ball, but there is one down here. Now in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, that will bring up the first baseman, number 3, Corey Mason.
He's got the only hit so far for the Rebels.
That one hit down the first base. Right first baseman will go unassisted for out number 2 on that first pitch there. And then that will bring up the third baseman, number 23, Nolan Riley.
And the Rebels definitely had an opportunity that first inning with 3 walks, a hit, and did not score. It's just one of those things that if I had to sit there and fault one thing with the hitters, it's hitting with runners in scoring position, that big hit.
Well, just think about it. And also got Hannah got thrown out at second base
Right.
after Mason come in and got a base hit and had 2 straight walks. That would have put a run across for us. But Hannah was hustling to second base, just didn't make it that time.
And Travis seems to be settling in right now, too. He's mixing it up a little.
Now there's 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the pitch. That one misses inside. As the count will now go to 2 balls and no strikes to Nolan Riley. Here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
His off speed isn't anything great, but it's respectable. He's there that have been strikes, but it's mostly his fastball.
That fastball.
I was telling the team that one time, I said, hey, I don't care if it's major league or whatever, and you see batting practice and a coach is throwing, they're making outs. They're hitting fly balls and this. And yeah, you see the home run out of the park, but a lot of them are just outs.
Very choppy out there. I don't know what else we could do.
We even changed it. That's
just. I know it makes it not any fun for you guys, and that count will now go full at 3-2.
Bob. I was going to ask Bob, how's the audio on it? Is it all right? I mean, at least you can keep up with that.
That one lifted to the left-hand side. Third baseman, left fielder, all hustling play, as the count will now stay full at 3-2. Do they have power at all in Newton, or is that why we're not playing there?
Yeah, they have the lights. The lights are out because of the lightning that hit in the left field pole and the right field pole. So but right now we're not playing because they have a Legion.
That breaking ball misses. First base will be Nolan Riley. That is his second walk of the ball. That will bring up the center fielder number 14, Trey Wingate. High ball over about 350, but it was foul.
And again, back to the field at Newton right there. Yeah, lightning hit, and the company that put all that in is coming in Wednesday to work on it. And hopefully everything works out all right. We can get back on the field like Thursday. So we'll see. But otherwise, we'll have to play early games.
That one lifted into right field. Vanderwald moving to the line. Makes the catch for out number 3. So an F9 in the books if you're scoring at home. Here in the bottom half of the third inning for the Newton Rebels, they score. No runs on, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, we have no score, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the fourth inning. Due up for the Sunflower Seats will be the catcher, number 99, Roger Valoria. As we go to the top half of the fourth, no score yet so far. Only 1 hit here this evening.
I was going to say, that's one guy we didn't make a mistake on with Roger because we know him. So I don't know if they're talking about the order or what, you know. Line up and all of a sudden you change it.
Valoria up now. And the next batter should be Igo. And what are you saying here? Bob Brotman says, no, guys, that the audio is great. Well, we thank you very much for letting us know. That one hit to the third baseman, Nolan Riley. Hits it on 2 hops, goes to first base for out number 1. So a 5-3 put out for the first out here in the top half of the fourth inning. That will bring up the shortstop, number 8, Hunter Igo.
Igo from Derby, Kansas, Fort Hays State. I don't have a foot, 170 pounds.
He's appeared in 25 ball games. That one misses low for ball 1, and that will take the count now to 1 ball, 1 strike. He has been up to about 63 times, has 18 hits, and has scored 9 runs. Breaking ball there by Jacobs. That one is fouled off by Igo as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And next batter should be number 24. We'll see who comes up here.
It's going to be a beautiful day right now, isn't it? If I like it right now, Frank, it's kind of.
Yeah, it feels nice and cool right here in the shade. That one is swinging a miss, and it goes clear back to the net. And
yeah, I guess.
Gets away, so Igo will be on at first base.
Whatever it looked like it did. But it was a strikeout.
It is a strikeout. That's the 5th, Carson Jacobs. And that will bring up the first baseman, number 24, Brendan Macbeth. So Macbeth now coming up. That one is hit to the second baseman. Second baseman moving back,
Wow,
makes
nice,
the catch.
beautiful
what
catch.
a great throw, a catch here. And a force. He drops the ball at first base. What a great catch there by the second baseman, Jaden Hanna, as he hustled back and basically made that over his head and then threw a strike to first base. But Corey Mason drops the ball for the force out. So we have an F4 for
Well, I was
out
going to
number
say,
2.
Frank, balance, and he did the right thing by not throwing it right then.
That brings up the 6th batter in the lineup, the second baseman, number 17, Nolan Friend.
That's quite a play.
There's Jacob's pitch, hits the inside corner for call strike 1 as the count goes to no balls and 1 strike. As we are in the top half of the 4th inning with no scores here so far. That one is fouled off there by a Friend as the count now goes to no balls.
Have to ask Andrew on that one. I don't know.
And we welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball as we're not on the air yet. See how it's going in the red there. We welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball as we're back, we believe, for the Rebels. If you missed it, Andrew Brotman hit a home run into center field. And Anthony Zellner just struck out. That brings up the right fielder, number 0, Eli Hickman. Now, I don't understand why that's not changing because that's what I'm trying to change to keep us on the air. And you saw me pushing her, and I thought that one misses outside for ball 4. So that will put a runner on at first base as Hickman goes to first.
Especially in college, I'd be working with him on his bunting and everything else because I want him to get. You know, we had a kid at Friends called Augie Isaacson, his first team All-American, and I mean he could bunt. He could bunt to pitcher. I mean he bunt pitcher and probably beat it out. But he pinched, right down to third base to the second base, and then he just get on base and 37 stolen bases. See,
there goes Hickman to second base, and he's going to be in there safely.
But the thing is, with guys with speed. Guys want to hit home runs. I understand that, but guys that hit home runs can't run like these guys. So it's like get on base, steal. And I know that's a dying art too, Frank.
And that brings up the designated hitter, number 7, Justin Barnes, as the count is 1 ball, no strikes now to Barnes. That one hit to the right-hand side. Second baseman at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that just kind of carried out there. But again, guys with speed, get on base. You guys create havoc. Sure, but you got to get on. When a fast guy, speedy guy just pops up easy, it's like thank you, because, the pitcher's like, good, I don't have to worry about him on the bases.
So 1-1 now the count there to Justin Barnes. We have Hickman on at second base. 1-0 the score as Andrew Brotman hit a home run here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And Barnes calls for timeout.
Well, Frank, have you thought about it? About the Carl Hodges MVP award? You still thinking about that?
Carv, I was up at 2:15 this morning thinking about it.
That's a good one.
So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one misses inside as the count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike.
We're waiting on your vote, Frank. You know that, don't you?
No, I don't know that.
That's what we're
I
waiting
thought
on.
the votes had to be in by this Friday.
No, I need.
Isn't it today
it's
Friday?
Today Friday, so.
Yeah, but midnight.
Yeah, well, okay. So I'll be hearing from you then.
I'm going to call you at midnight
all right.
and send you my vote.
Okay, I got to get down and make that plaque.
That one misses outside, and moving to third base will be Hickman as the count now goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. You got everybody's vote?
Yeah, except you. Well, I think you and somebody else.
Okay, and there's only 3 of us voting, right? I figured that.
It's like you said, and it's close. I mean, there's a lot of candidates.
Yeah, there is. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to the right-hand side. That's going to be in for a base hit, and another run scores for the Newton Rebels. 2-0 is the score as Justin Barnes records his first hit of the ball game and an RBI as Hickman scores from third base.
And that's what we've been talking about. With Barnes right there, any player, just easy swing. See that nice easy swing? in
That
this
one was just
pitch.
put in. That was
Yeah.
on the outside corner, and he just placed it between
Yes.
first and second.
And with a runner on third base, you got a guy that squirms in. That's all try. I mean, it's not that easy, but I'm just saying it's what you try to do. Don't try to do too much.
That brings up the second baseman, number 11, Jaden Hanna. So 2-0 now the score here in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
We've got a good crowd here, Frank.
Very nice crowd. There goes Justin Barnes to second base on a steal.
There you go.
Well, we knew those two guys were going to be stealing.
Yeah, and same with Barnes, same with Hickman. I mean, those guys, look what they're already. They're making things happen.
Who was that double play that they called the out on at first base?
That was Hickman.
Hickman?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
And
we saw that replay.
yeah, that's why I said one player that's not, especially on a double play.
That one squares around the bunt as the count now goes to 1-1 strike.
Take out his paycheck.
Hey, gentlemen, come here for a second. Let's get on the air here.
Here, come on.
Come here. Are you ready? All right, we're going to put on some of our players here as they're going around with the 50-50. And
let's get 'em
they're
on.
going to be collecting the money, and then the one lucky fan will get 50-50.
You got to stand right here.
We got Zach Gillick joining us first of all. Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How
Well,
are
good.
you, Frank?
We're going to take you back out to the field here so we can watch action. But are you enjoying collecting that money?
Of course, I do it every night.
Every night, okay. Well, I was
Yeah.
going to say, not only that, but I know your mom collects a lot of money, which the
Yeah.
job she does,
Yeah.
as she's the secretary of the assistant athletic director also at Valley Center High School. And Stephanie Gillick, by the way, is she here tonight?
Not here tonight.
Well, I'm
No.
going to say hi to Stephanie because she got on to me the other night at the ballpark. Wanted to know how come I didn't interview her.
Well, I'm sure we can set that up. She
Yeah.
would be more than willing to do it, I bet.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. That one is ball 4 to Jaden Hanna. So Hanna will now move to first base on a base on balls. Once again, we have Justin Barnes at second base. 2-0 is the score. And now batting for the Newton Rebels, left fielder number 20, Aiden Corrigan. Well, we'll cut you back to everybody can see you. Anybody special you want to say hi to there?
Well, I guess hi to my mom. Since she
Hi
ain't
to your
here.
mom, okay?
Yeah.
Now you better say hi to that one special person because
Oh.
if not, you're going to get in trouble, and you know
Well,
that.
she's right over there. She's here tonight.
Oh, she's here tonight.
Hi, Peyton.
There she is. Okay.
She's right
All
there.
right. Well, I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to get you in trouble, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. All right. Let's put Mr. Henry on now.
Hey, the big announcement where he's going to college.
Oh, yeah. We forgot about that. Where are you going to be going to college? You just announced that, right?
Yeah, next year I'm going to go out to Eastern Michigan University. So
And
I'm
what-
excited
what,
about that.
What town is that going to be in?
I don't even know how to say it.
Oh, you don't even know how to say it?
It is
The
an
only
odd
reason
little
the
town.
only reason I'm saying is because I have family in Michigan.
Yeah.
So
It's I was told to call it Ipsy. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how they
okay.
told me to say it.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Once again, congratulations as you're going to Eastern Michigan. That's Zach Gillick, who leads the league in strikeouts here for the Newton Rebels. That one misses high for ball 1. As the count is 1 ball, no strikes now to Aiden Corrigan, left-handed batter, with runners on at first and second now, as Barnes is at second base and Hanna on at first base. Let Mr. Clausen join in here,
Yes, sir.
so that way we can thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you, Frank.
There's a throw down to second base, and going to be in safely is Barnes. We got Henry Clausen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second here. Let me cut you back. And joining me now is Henry Clausen, a 5'10", 190-pounder from Washburn University, where he's a freshman, and he comes from Newton, Kansas. A regular, huh?
Yeah.
So we have Mr. Clausen. He's going around collecting a little money here this evening for the 50-50. We're going to take you back out to the field. I just want everybody to say hi. We'll come back to you in just a second, okay? As the count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Corrigan. And that one misses low. And the count will now go to, well, that is a ball 4 apparently, or did that hit him? Apparently that hit him, so he will be going to first base as a hit batsman. And that will load up the bases now for the Newton Rebels. Barnes will move to third base. Hanna to second. Corrigan to first. And that will bring up the first baseman number 3, Corey Mason. So I want to know, are you the one that's the salesman between you and Gillick, or are you the one collecting the money?
Tonight, Gillig is the salesman. I'm just collecting the money and breaking tickets for him. I'm his assistant tonight.
You're the assistant tonight. So Henry Clausen learning how to tear tickets tonight. There's a swing and a miss, or fouled off there, I should say, by Corey Mason. And we're going to go back out there. When we come back, it'll be the end of the inning. And when we do that, I want you to say hi to anybody special out there that you want to say hi to. Once again, this is on YouTube and Newton Rebels Baseball. So you can watch it anytime, and you can say hi to whoever you'd like when we get back. Once again, Axton Travis with a no ball and 1 strike count. A breaking ball in there for call strike as the count now goes 0-2. To Corey Mason, as here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 2-0 is the score in favor of the Newton Rebels, but the Rebels do have the bases loaded here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That ball just misses outside, and that will take the count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I'm trying to load the bases, and it's not doing it. There we go again, and there we go. Now they're loaded. For some reason, you have to push that more than once. I have no idea why.
Just a little tricky.
It is a little tricky. So the bases are loaded with 1 down, and here's the pitch. A hard hit ball into right field. That's going to be a
Whoa, whoa.
oh, wow. No way. That's got to be a home run. And the umpire saying foul ball, but that hit the now they're going to go out there. What happened to the other umpire? That should be a grand slam home run for Corey Mason. But looks like they may be taking it away from him. That ball hit the foul pole out there on the where it shows the little netting area, but it's all made out of metal. It hit the bar, and then it just not the pole. It hit the metal there.
Hey, Jaden.
So the 2 umpires are going to discuss it. Corey Mason believes that it is a home run, and it is a grand slam home run for Corey Mason, as that one did hit the pole, the inside of the pole there, and in fair territory, and then it kicked it to the right-hand side. So all runners will score, and that is a grand slam home run for Corey Mason. That takes the score now to 6-0. And that home run is sponsored by the John Odeman family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. Also, those plays at the plate are sponsored by the Colonel Tim Mahler family and all the Kansas National Guard. Your home team always ready, always there. Well, congratulations goes to Corey Mason on a grand slam home run as he gets 4 RBIs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Scoring was Barnes to third base, Hanna from second, Corrigan from first, and Corey Mason with a grand slam home run here this evening. So 6-0. Their coach is arguing it. While he's doing that, let's cut back to Henry Clausen. Henry, is there anybody special that you would like to say hi to back in Newton or anywhere?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my grandma back in Newton.
Back in Newton. She got a name?
Connie.
Connie, say hi to Connie. And we hope you enjoy the broadcast here tonight. We know that the thing is buffing really bad, but we apologize about that. But we do want to put Mr. Henry Clausen on, and we thank him very much for everything you've done for us this year.
Thank you.
Okay? Henry Clausen joining us here this evening, and we're going to go back out to the field and see what the umpires are calling here, but they do call a grand slam home run. The home plate umpire said it was a foul ball, but the outfield umpire did say no, that did hit the area in fair territory, and then it ricocheted to the right, which made it look like it was a foul ball, like it went right around the pole. But that is a grand slam home run for Corey Mason here this evening in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Wow.
What do you think, Carter?
I just sit out and a lot of action there. They're still talking out there, the coach with the Seeds. And I'll tell you, Frank, what did you see? I want to hear what Frank says. Because, Frank, you got those eagle eyes. You know, and I'll tell you,
Well, I thought it was
I've
a
been
home
on both
run.
ends of it. Yeah, I thought it was home run. You'd see the deflection.
Well, yeah.
Zach
You know,
Gilligan and I were
I saw
talking
it
about
go right off the inside of the pole there. Not the pole, but the whatever that is, the netting area. And that is a grand slam home run for Corey Mason. Once again, the umpires do confirm it. And 6-0 is the score now. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 23, Nolan Riley, as there is one down.
Yeah, it's kind of Roger. They're catching there. Larry, he's having a good time, just smiling because
Yeah.
but he wouldn't commit and say it was or not.
Now somebody did get tossed out. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here comes comes the umpire now. I mean the head coach now, as the outfield umpire just kicked him out of the ball game, and he's going to let him have it now.
Well, we probably won't be seeing him in the next game.
Yeah.
And he better cool it, or like I said, and there'll be a couple of games, and I hate to see that. I mean, I understand why he's out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why he's fighting for his guys and all that, and getting on umpires, but that's enough,
Yeah.
And I've been there, Frank. I've been on each side of it, and the umpires that says pointing to the parking lot, but they got to write this up. They write this up, and then we get reports from the commissioner and the head umpire, Bill Humphrey.
Yep. When I play with them, because I can see their ball in the flight, and I can see how far it's going, and I can tell them it's still rolling. There goes the runner to second base is Wingett. So Wingett is now on at second base, and that will bring up Andrew Brotman, who started off this inning, as the count is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Andrew Brotman. Runner on at second base with 2 down now. And we welcome you back. For those of you watching, once again, we lost the stream because of our internet. We're trying to keep you on, and we apologize about it, but that's all we can do. There goes the runner to third base as Wingett with 2 stolen bases here tonight. So runner on at third base with 2 down. And Andrew Brotman, who started all this off here in the bottom half of the fourth, is up with a 3-1 count. There's a breaking ball. That one hit hard, but that's going to be foul, as the count will now go full at 3-2 to Andrew Brotman here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Once again, for those of you that missed it, Andrew Brotman hit a home run to start off this inning to dead center field. And then Corey Mason hit one off the foul pole, on the inside of the foul pole, that is, for a grand slam home run. That ball hit hard down the third base line. The third baseman attempted to make the play, but was not able to. So another run will score, as that will take the score now to 7-0. And that is the 6th hit of the ball game for the Newton Rebels. So Brotman will be on at first base. That is his 2nd hit of the ball game, 2nd RBI of the ball game. That will bring up the catcher, number 16, Anthony Zellner. Seven to nothing now the score, as the Rebels have scored 7 runs here in the bottom half of the fourth. That one in there for call strike 1 to National Guard. Your home team always ready, always there. That one hit in the outside corner, as the count now goes to no balls and so 0-2 now to Zellner, and here's the pitch by Cannon. That one lifted to over the shortstop's head. That center fielder looks like he's going to be able to get to it. He does. Makes the catch for out number 3. So the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Newton Rebels, they score 7 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. But 2 of those hits were home runs. A home run by Andrew Brotman and a grand slam home run by Corey Mason. So the score at the end of 4 innings of play, it is the Newton Rebels 7 and the Sunflower Seeds 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. The score, the Newton Rebels 7 and the Sunflower Seeds 0. Once again, the Newton Rebels scored 7 runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning. They now have 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And for the Sunflower Seeds, they have no runs on no hits, no errors here in the top half of the 5th inning. We're going to take you back out to the field. Once again, we apologize about all the buffing here tonight. The internet just not working for us here tonight for some reason. And there's nothing we can do about it but just try to keep you on the air, and that's all we can do. So we're going to go to the top half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Seeds. That is number 6, and I need to find out exactly who this guy is here because they gave me 2 different numbers. That one is fouled off. Heads up. As the count stays at 1 ball, 1 strike now. And I believe this number 6 is supposed to be Trace Blakesley. If not number 6, it is Adam Birch. So you take your choice. On the lineups, it was Adam Birch. A breaking ball in there for call strike as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. It was Adam Birch, but he was scratched off, I thought. And they put Blakesley in. So there's a swing and a miss there for out number 1 as we have 1 down now here in the top half of the 5th inning. That will bring up the pitcher now. That's correct. It is going to be the pitcher number 23 now. And that is Dawson Cannon, now hitting for the Sunflower Seeds. So 1 down here. Count is 1 ball, no strikes now to Cannon. And Jacobs pitches in there for call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one hits Hanna, and he doesn't like it very well. And he will move over to first base now. That should bring up the center fielder, number 16, Owen Sheldon. Jay Smith says that the stream is really bad, and we know that, Jay. Once again, we apologize about it, but there's nothing we can do about it. It's all got to do with the internet. That one misses inside. The ball gets away from the catcher, Zellner. Moving over to second base will be Cannon, as the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Runner on at second base now.
Well, what an exciting 7-inning game. We're only been, 4 innings?
We're in the 4th inning here now, or top half the 5th inning, I should say. That one fouled off there by Sheldon. As the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I think the buffing is bad. You ought to see my scorecard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's bad. With all the changes there at the last second. Their ball hit in the gap there. Nice drop there by Brotman. He did. He was able to slow it down, but not able to get to it.
Yeah, I think if he could have had that, he would have had the runner.
He would have had the runner on at third base, I think.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a base hit there by, not Hunter Ego. That is Sheldon.
I believe that's their first hit.
That is the first hit of the ball game. With runners on at first and third now. And 1 down. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 34, Monray Vanderwald. I'm sorry. That Vanderweer was the pitcher, remember?
Right.
The other night.
Yeah.
This one here is Vanderwalt. There we go. And Carson Jacobs now ready to go to work. There's a swing and a miss, throw down to second base, and here comes the runner into home, in safely. What happened?
Somebody get hurt.
They're going to make the runner go back to third base.
What are they doing?
They're going to make the runner go back to third base, they said.
Now, why?
As he called a timeout due to the fact that the runner was injured.
Yeah, but that was all in the play. I mean,
I totally agree. I totally agree.
He was as soon as the throw. I mean, I thought he had done pretty good. I mean, pretty good over there. Dawson Cannon, making a good break as soon as the throw was down there. But Coach Clark's checking on him, make sure he's all right.
So the throw was down to second base as Sheldon was trying to steal second.
I think.
And then
coach, I'm not sure who the coach is right now for the assistant coach is now the head coach over there.
Andrew Brotman apparently went down there, and they called timeout. So, but you're right, it was all in the play.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of
those. The runner at third
that,
base should have scored, but
because he was already running when he was during the play, and I mean, if you see it, you watch it tonight, you can see that.
So there'll be runners now on at second and third, I should say, and I'm trying to take first off. There we go. Second and third, Sheldon at second and Cannon on at third. And Monray Vanderwalt at the plate. Fouled off there by Vanderwalt as the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes. We do have 1 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. 7-0 is the score. And here is Carson Jacobs' pitch. That one into the ground. Nice stop there by,
Frank, and I wish we did have
Zellner.
The instant replay. I was thinking about if a guy ran into the wall, knocked himself out or something, and a guy hit it, you'd still run around, wouldn't you?
I would think so.
It's still in play, and so I don't know.
Check swing there. And they say no. So the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Vanderwalt.
The seats crowd's pretty.
Yeah, the crowd is pretty active over there.
They're active, yelling and.
That's good. That means they're cheering for their team. And here's a pitch by Jacobs. That one into the ground, and the count will go full now at 3-2. 1 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. We have Kennett at third base and Sheldon on at second. And Cannon is in my number 4 spot. Don't ask me why, but that's where he's at. The breaking ball misses outside, and now the bases will be loaded. And that will bring up the catcher, number 99, Roger Valoria.
That's the one thing that Carson Jakes, I'd say his next step, of course, is trying to still be efficient, but getting past the 5th inning, because I don't know how many times, Frank, we haven't really looked at it, how many times he's been past the 5th inning. It seems like when he gets there, he kind of starts, like I said, right this inning right there, hit batter, walk. The 2 hits, I'm not going to sit there. I think one hit play could have been made there, but the whole thing about it is, he's just got to keep building up. I mean, everybody has something to work on, and like I said, he's come a long way since that first game that we saw him pitch. We saw he's got so much talent, and he was only a freshman. So we'll see what happens with this guy in 2 or 3 years.
And Bob Mandarino goes out to talk to Carson Jacobs. Now that conversation is over with. Now batting, once again, the catcher, number 99, Roger Valoria. Bases are loaded with 1 down. That ball hit to the right-hand side. A fall in foul territory. Good job there by the right fielder as he hustled for it.
Yeah,
that is Eli Hickman. Was not able to get to it.
If he can't get to it, I don't know who can,
So the count goes no balls, 1 strike now to Valoria. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, 7-0 is the score as the Sunflower Seeds finally broke the ice and got a base hit here in the 5th inning. First hit of the ball game for them. And here's the pitch by Jacobs. That one gets away from the catcher. And here comes the runner to home. The good throw is going to get him out. And they do get him out at home plate. And now we have 2 down.
It's good hustle there.
And that does, the runners do advance as Shan Vanderwalt Most is a 2-1 play for out number 2.
Big break there, Frank, because Zoner hustled back there. A lot of catchers don't hustle. But he hustled back there.
No, 0-2, he says.
0-2?
Wow. That one hit hard into center field. Center fielder making the catch for out number 3.
Saved a run.
Yep, saved the run.
Right there.
So the top half of the 5th inning for the Sunflower Seeds, they score no runs on 2 hits. No, I take that back. That's not a hit. On 1 hit. No errors and 2 left on base. So at the end of 4.5 innings of play, it is the Newton Rebels 7 and the Sunflower Seeds 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Newton Rebels will be the right fielder, number 0, Eli Hickman. I am Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavalla, our general manager here for the Newton Rebels, here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Well, Harv, the Newton Rebels score 7 runs in the bottom half of the 4th, take the 7-0 lead.
Quite an eventful inning right there.
Yeah.
How do you like it about the grand slam?
On both sides.
Controversial. Yeah. So, it's just been a crazy game right now. It picked up because it was kind of going back and forth, nothing really great, and then, wow. Talk about fireworks.
Exactly right there in the bottom half. And we do thank you very much for joining us. Once again, we apologize about the buffing, but there's nothing we can do about it because of the internet that we're getting here. But we do hope that you can hear us, and we'll try to keep you up to date on everything that's going on.
It's kind of like doing radio play-by-play here, Frank. And now we get to do that. It's kind of like that,
Well, I've done a little radio myself on the indoor professional football team, the Wichita Force. Did that for a couple years, 2 years, that is. So due up here in the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Newton Rebels will be the right fielder, number 0, Eli Hickman. And Dawson Cannon now at the mound for the 2nd inning. A swing and a miss there by Hickman as the count now goes to no balls, 1 strike. 7-0 is the score as we start the bottom half of the 5th. Once again, this is a 7-inning game here tonight. The ball hit hard to the first baseman. He will go unassisted for out number 1. So we do have 1 down now.
I was just looking at that play. It was right to the first baseman, and the guy ran, right there, and Hickman still was pretty close.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter now. The
Oh,
pinch hitter will be number 51, Bryce Nittler. So Bryce Nittler now coming in to pinch hit for Justin Barnes.
Bryce Nittler from Arkansas City, Cali County. He was a red shirt last year. Had a shoulder. He looks like he's been working on his approach, swinging at good pitches. We talked about it the other day, and we were talking about actually Manny Ramirez. A guy that you enjoyed watching with his swing, and trying to get some comparisons going there.
Count is no ball, 1 strike now to Nittler. Breaking ball in there for call strike, so the count will now go 0-2. Nittler has appeared in 12 ball games, has been up to about 36 times the score so far this year for the Newton Rebels.
Yeah, he needs to stay back.
A swing and a miss there by Nittler as he goes down swinging for out number 2. So we now have 2 down here. We'll bring up the second baseman, number 11, Jaden Hanna.
That's one thing. The Cannon, he's off speed. I mean, you kind of know what he's going to throw.
Hanna's 0 for 1 here tonight.
I'm saying he's not going to overpower you, Frank. You know that. I mean, compared to some other pitchers, but he's around the zone. He's right around the plate.
Now ready to go. That one misses outside as the count goes to 1 ball, no strikes to Jaden. Hanna made a great play over second base as he dove out for a ball out towards right field. That one a breaking ball in there for call strike, and that will even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And some of the tough spot, it's tough for the hitters, is that they got to sit back and wait because it's a lot slower, but everything has movement to it.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball once again is fouled off there by Hanna as the count now goes.
I played at Cali County with a guy named Bill Warner. It's lefty. His 3 pitches, slow, slower, slowest. And he just would mix it up, but he was 6-1.
So Cannon now ready to go to work, and here's the pitch. That one just misses low as the count will even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's when I learned, Frank. It's not all, and I always think about that as a coach, head coach. It wasn't all about velocity. It's, throw strikes, movement. And I think somewhere the velocity thing, and the thing about velocity, you can get away with, say if you make a mistake, you just got to be really good. You just got to be better if you don't have that velocity.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that one misses high for ball 4. And Hanna once again hustles down to first base as there will be a runner on at first base with 2 down now. That is his 3rd walk of the ball game here tonight. That will bring up the left fielder, number 20, Aiden Corrigan. Corrigan got hit by pitches last time up. He's 0 for 2 here tonight as he flew out to right field and then flew out to the first baseman.
Frank, I don't know. I've been gone a while. Did you talk about what's going on tomorrow? I didn't know if we got into the schedule a little.
Tomorrow we have a game at 7 o'clock.
Cheney, yeah.
In Cheney, Kansas.
Cheney, that's where the Sunflower Seeds play their games.
First pitch is in there for call strike.
That's another place out there.
Out in the boonies.
Yeah.
And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball. The ball hits the right-hand side, and the right fielder looks like he'll get under it, makes the catch. And that is Eli Hickman. And that was Hunter Igo here in the top half of the 6th inning, making the first out. And then now that will bring the first baseman, number 24, Brendan Macbeth.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Carson and Jacob giving up 1 hit.
A swing and a miss there by Macbeth as the count now goes to no balls, 1 strike.
I think you have down. Do I believe you have 2 hits, or is it just 1 hit?
I got 1 hit so far. That ball hit to the shortstop, Brotman. He charges that, and he will go to first base for out number 2. So a 6-3 put out for the second out, and that will bring up the second baseman, number 17, Nolan Friend.
I really like how Broutman charges the ball, gets his feet set, and throws a strike. I mean, it's right there. He has such a strong arm.
This is only Friend's fifth ball game. He has appeared in 4 ball games, has been up to bat 8 times, and he's still looking for his first hit of the season as he joined this team late. And that one is swing and a miss there by Friend. That one fouled off there, and the count will now go 0-2.
And Jacobs, I mean, he's still got some pop to his. I mean, he's throwing a hard ball pretty hard right there.
Well, so far he has thrown a one-hitter here tonight. That one fouled off there by Nolan Friend. His account will stay 0-2.
And one thing I noticed, he's throwing a lot more fastballs, which, that's fine. I'd be coming after him. You got a 7-0 lead. Just come right after him. Yeah.
For changing the location, we were supposed to be in Newton.
Right.
And we changed the location on him this morning, wasn't it, when you called me?
Well, yeah, it was last night.
Last night, was it? Well, that one fouled off, and he's hanging tough.
If I knew you were up at 2:30 morning, I would have called you, and let you. I didn't want to get yelled at, though, Frank. I figured if I called you
can
at
always
midnight,
just leave a text. I
Yeah,
always check my phone when I wake up in the middle of the night. I got 2 St. Bernard dogs that sometimes get me up, and we have to go use the facilities outside for them.
Oh, gosh. Yep.
We do get them out late usually, but they still sometimes wake me up. That one misses inside as the count goes full now at 3-2. So you said you played golf today, huh?
Yeah. Actually, I play with and Ryan Baca, both coaches at Friends University.
There's the ball hit right back up the middle, and Andrew Brotman comes up and scoops it, goes to first base, but he throws the ball away. So that will be
that might be a hit. I don't know.
Maybe a hit there,
because
that was a hard play there to make there by Brotman. I thought he might have been able to make the play there as he scooped that, because he almost got that in front of second baseman there.
Right. He had to show some range there.
We're going to give him a hit there.
But I think it threw across his body right there, too.
I'm going to tell you one thing, though. If that would have been the first hit, we definitely wouldn't have given him a hit. I wouldn't have been the one that made the call there.
I think is it Jake Gibbs, though, I think came in error up there. He's doing the scoreboard. Yeah.
Well, it does look like it's an error. That's kind of what I would have said, but you said you're the one that kind of talked me into it.
Well, I saw the difficulty of the play. It wasn't routine.
No, it wasn't a very routine play, but he did get to it very quickly,
Yeah.
He just kind of didn't throw a strike there to the first baseman, threw it way in the ground. So, what makes me say that was an error was not only that, but the friend wasn't running very hard to first base.
Yeah.
And I think that might have thrown Andrew off just a little bit. So there is a runner on at first base with 2 down here in the top half of the 6th inning. Once again, we're only going 7 innings tonight. That one misses outside as the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's
correction, 2 balls, 1 strike.
And we have somebody in the bullpen warming up. I can't see who it is right now. It's a righty. Need Eagle Eye Martinez looking.
Well, I was going to say Gillick, but I don't believe it is. That one hit to the second baseman, and that's going to be in time. Nice job there by Hanna as he had to charge that one, and that is a 4-3 putout. But top half the 6th inning for the Sunflower Seeds, they scored. No runs on no hits, 1 error. And 1 left on base. At the end of 5 1/2, Newton Rebels 7 and the Sunflower Seeds 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavalla, our general manager for the Newton Rebels. As we go to the bottom half of the sixth inning, 7-0 is the score in favor of Newton. And due up for the Newton Rebels, we have number 23, Nolan Riley, third baseman, as we go back out to the field here in the bottom half of the sixth inning.
He's definitely a candidate for that Carl Hodges MVP award, in my opinion.
He is on my list,
Yeah.
a short list, I should say.
Yeah.
There's 3 players, basically, for me. That one, a breaking ball in there for call strike 1.
You know, and we looked at it, we talked about it. It's like guys who are consistent throughout the season and, you know, represented. I mean, they're all, the guys who you have in that list all represent the Newton Rebels well. I know that.
That one misses outside as the count now evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
And we started the award last year, you know, in honor of the founder, Carl Hodges, and Lincoln Andrews was our first participant, our first winner.
That one hits Nolan Riley. And I'm laughing because I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I just knew it. The pitcher did not like it when he got hit the first time, when he got hit the last inning. And I just had a feeling that was going to happen. Well, anyway, Nolan Riley is on at first base as a hit batsman. That will bring up the center fielder, number 14, Trey Wingett. Didn't throw that very hard, just inside, and hit Riley. So he will be on at first base with no out. And Trey Wingett now at the plate. And here's the pitch. Fouled off there by Wingett. As the count goes, no balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, you can see Wingett right there just kind of flying out a little. You know, he's got to keep those hands back. And, you know, I think Wingett likes that fastball. We know that. But you got to keep the hands back.
No balls, 1 strike. There's the
There
ball
you
hit
go.
down into the gap there between first and second. So Wingett records his first hit of the ball game. And that would put Nolan Riley at second base. And I don't know if you noticed Nolan Riley, he's sitting there rubbing his elbow, telling the shortstop that this is where it hit me at. So now runners on at first and second with no out. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman. Brotman is 2 for 3 here tonight.
He's had a
He
great,
does have 2 RBIs.
and I'd say he's another candidate. If you put your list there,
That first pitch in there for call strike 1.
I mean,
Well, I'm not going to tell you everybody has on
well,
my
I just know,
list
but I'm
because
saying that how
you may
tough it
copy
is.
me.
No, I'm letting you
In
guys.
your opinion, he's on that list.
I'll do the tiebreaker, I guess.
There you
but
go.
How's that? I don't know.
Oh,
but
you don't get to choose, huh?
No, I'm letting you guys do it. And how's that? That way I stay out of it when parents start yelling at us, right? No. So
Yeah.
I didn't vote. You know, it's Frank. No, I wouldn't do that.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike now. It's okay. I can put my big boy panties
That's
on.
right.
I can take it.
No, but like I said, it's just a tough decision, Frank.
It is
I
very
mean,
tough.
Like I said, I mean, you just got a lot of guys that have been really consistent. I mean, just up and down. I mean, think about it.
We're about ready to get lost again here. We're gonna lose the broadcast one more time. You can see we're almost there.
Red.
Unfortunately, I don't know what else to do, but we're going to try to get back on the air as soon as possible. But we're just in the red, and it's just about ready to go off here any second. Runners on at first and second with no out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 7-0 is the score. And Andrew Brotman up with a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one hit fouled as the count will even up now at 2-2.
That was right there, and he knew it too. You could see
Yep.
him jumping up and down, going, "Oh man, should have had that."
So the count will go to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I'm warning you folks, we're going to lose the broadcast any second.
And Frank's been kind of a Nostradamus on this. I mean, he
Well,
kind of
it's
has
just-
predicted.
It's not only that, it's just you can see we're almost at the
Right
end
there.
here on the red part, and that means we're going to lose it. So here's the pitch. That one, a breaking ball, misses out high and outside as the count will go full now at 3-2. And Deloria thought that one was a strike as he kind of framed it there for the home plate umpire. Just a tad high.
You know, just thinking, Frank, looking back this year, just talking about the technical stuff. You had to get a new computer. We had trouble, at first production. I mean, we had a lot of things going on to get here.
Yeah.
And then the internet.
But it's not as bad as what we had to go through Facebook. Oh, he called that a strike.
See, he hasn't
Okay.
been called that. He hasn't been called that high pitch.
Nope, that one that time is called out as Brotman goes down looking for out number 1. That will bring up the catcher number 16, Anthony Zellner. The ball did break a little bit, but it
but he hasn't been called high
Brotman
pitches.
still letting him know that that was ball 4.
Yeah, well, he said his piece and get in the dugout. We don't need you suspended right now or anything like that. Like I said, we had an email that they're cracking down. But yeah, I mean, that was a high pitch, and he's been calling those balls. Because some of them I thought were strikes. He's a ball, and that was a little higher.
That breaking ball in there for call strike 1.
Well, he has that 12-6 break. It's kind of the high, right up there at the, I don't know, what'd you say, Frank, probably about the belly button or something like that, and then it just breaks down. But
So
it's deep. It's deep break.
Count is no balls, 1 strike now. And here's the pitch. That one hits to the second baseman. Maybe double play as he goes to second base for the force out at second. And that's going to be it. Moving to third base is Nolan Riley. That is a 4-6 put out for the second out. And Zellner reaches on a fielder's choice. That will bring up the right fielder, number 0, Eli Hickman.
Like I said, Eli, get something going here.
Well, Mr. Brotman, Bob, that is, you say he keeps going out whenever Andrew is up. We have no control of it. That one is fouled off there by Hickman. As the count is no balls, 1 strike. 2 down now. Here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Once again, we're only going 7 innings here tonight.
The only thing about this place, you brought it up earlier, Frank, is the foul balls.
Yeah. That one is misses outside. That will even up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
When I first started as an assistant coach at Friends University many years ago, Jim Deckinger was the head coach, and that's where we played. And he's a Hall of Fame. You know Jim Deckinger.
Yeah. That ball misses high. The count now goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner still at, as a matter of fact, the runner moved over to third base while I was talking.
And he's pretty stricter. If you didn't return all those balls, the players, he kind of get pretty mad. So we're always on it. Everybody had to be watching, and because back then you didn't have a great budget.
There goes the runner to second base. That one in there for call strike, and that will even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's not bad right there, Frank. You get the runner at second and third. It's a little base hit. You're going to score 2 runs.
So 2-2 now the count to Eli Hickman, the left-handed batter for the Newton Rebels, playing right field this evening. That ball gets away from the catcher, and here comes the runner from third base. That is Nolan Riley as he scores. Now takes the score to 8-0. And runner at third base is now Anthony Zellner as he hustled to third base on the play. As the ball got away from the catcher, Valoria. That would take the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes, I believe. Their ball hit into center field. Center fielder.
He lost it.
I never saw the
Yeah, you
center
never
fielder
saw it.
move at all. Yeah, I never saw
Yeah,
it.
he went-
There goes Zellner or Hickman to third base, and Hickman is in with a triple and another RBI.
Yeah, he lost it. I don't know in the lights. I mean,
Yeah, I never saw him moving. Never saw him moving, and I thought, where is he? He must be over there in left center field. But that one was hit into left center field, and Eli Hickman is in with a base hit, a triple.
Yeah, and I don't know, tough sky. It's usually when the sun goes down, and it's always been tough. I know when sometimes I had to play outfield, it was tough to see because, it's just seeing everything. But that hit or what? He broke to his left, and that ball was to his right.
That was swing and a miss there by Bryce Nittler now. As the count goes, no balls, one strike. By the way, that score at home plate is sponsored by the Colonel Tim Mahler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. That extra base hit there is sponsored by Cooper Enterprise, Store and Stuff, and Realty Connections.
Yeah, I mean, Bryce right now, he's having trouble with that off speed. He's stepping out of the box. He's just got to make sure that, he doesn't step out of it. He's stepping out a little, but he also needs to be ready to take that to the right side.
9-0 now the score in favor of your Newton Rebels. There is a runner on at third base with 2 down. Nittler up at the plate. 0-2 count. That one is fouled off there by Nittler. And the count will stay at no balls and 2 strikes.
I know he's frustrated right now because he knows he can hit this, hit this guy. I was talking to him the other day, and he was a little frustrated because he knows, and everybody else knows he's a better hitter than this. And I we all believe in him. It's just that he's just, off surgery, still getting some at-bats.
Swing and a miss there by Nittler as he goes down swinging for out number 3. So that is the third out, but not before the Newton Rebels scored 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 6 innings of play, it is the Newton Rebels 9 and the Sunflower Seeds 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. Due up for the Sunflower Seeds. It should be the left fielder. And I believe it's number 6, yes, and that is Trace Blakesley. As the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Once again, tomorrow's schedule, the way it looks like.
Yeah, I'm going to double check with Arbiter here and make sure that everything's set up. Right?
Saturday says away at in Cheney at 7 o'clock. We are off on Sunday. And then Monday we play the 5 o'clock game at the Showcase, Sunflower Showcase at X Stadium. Once again, the Newton Rebels will not be broadcasting that game. And too bad because they got great internet there.
Yeah, that's right.
But the Sunflowers League will be broadcasting that game as the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses high, and now count will go full now at 3-2. And then Tuesday will be away at Great Bend. That one fouled off there by Blakesley. And then we'll be back home on Wednesday, and that game is scheduled for 5 p.m.
Right.
Is that correct?
That is right.
Okay.
That's right.
And that one also will be a 7-inning game.
Unless they get the lights fixed, which I don't believe that they will.
That fastball out, hits the outside corner for a strike. So that is the first out of the inning. And that should bring up we'll see who that does bring up. It looks like they're going to have a pinch hitter now. Number 32. Did I take that away from you?
Yeah,
I'll let you have it there.
Number 32. And hope it's right. It's Carl Macbeth. Or Kyle Macbeth. Sorry. Kyle.
Kyle?
Yep.
Kyle Macbeth. And he's hitting for Dawson Cannon. So he will be up here in the top half of the 7th inning. That was swing and a miss there by Macbeth.
Yeah, I'm trying to check with Arbiter Sports. That's what we get from the umpires to make sure everything's right with the games.
That one misses a fastball there by Carson. Misses high for ball 1. So the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike now to Carson Jacobs. By Carson Jacobs, I should say. Here's the pitch. That one misses low as the count will now go 2 balls and 1 strike. So Carson Jacobs looking for a complete game here tonight, Carve.
Yeah, no, that's which
That one misses outside, and the count will now go to 3 balls and 1 strike.
It's funny, Frank, because you and I don't know if it's funny or not, but I mean, it's just that we were sitting there going, have we had a complete game from anybody? No, not this year.
That one hit to the shortstop, Brotman. Brotman gets it on 1 bounce, goes to first base for out number 2. So a 6-3 put out for the second out. Oops. And that should bring up number 16, center fielder Owen Sheldon.
Let me look on point streak, Frank, make sure everything's fine for tomorrow. Let the people know. Like I said, there's been so many changes in this last week. And then, of course, that's going to Great Bend. Okay, the 17th. It has us Rebels
At the seed.
Yeah.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now, as we do have 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. And the batter is Sheldon. Here's the pitch by Jacobs. That one is fouled off by Sheldon, as the count will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we will be in Cheney, Kansas tomorrow evening at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
That will be a 7-inning game. Here is Jacobs' pitch. That one hits Sheldon, as he will be on at first base. And it's a hit batsman.
And that's one thing, like I said, I know Carson's been working on that off-speed pitch. That's one of his secondary pitch. That things, once that pitch gets better and is more location, I mean, he's going to be a dominant pitcher. He's already, look at what we're talking about, a dominant pitcher. He's got thrown a 1-hitter, Frank.
That will bring up the right fielder, number 34, Monray Vanderwalt. With 2 down, that one hit into right center field. The right fielder will make the catch for out number 3. So that is the ball game. With the final score, the Newton Rebels 9 and the Sunflower Seeds 0. So 9-0. Stay tuned for our players of the game. We're going to have 2 of them tonight. It will be, we know that one of them is going to be the pitcher, Carson Jacobs, as he only threw a 1-hitter here tonight. That 1 hit was in the 5th inning. And then also the next player of the game will be Corey Mason, as he had 2 for 4 here tonight. And he had a total of 4 RBIs. So stay tuned for those guys coming up. Once again, you've been watching Newton Rebels Baseball. We like to make sure that we thank all our sponsors of Double Plays this evening. We're sponsored by the team of Pate and Paul, attorneys at law. Doubles are sponsored by Cobra Enterprise, Store and Stuff, and Realty Connections. Plays at the Plate. We've had 9 of them here tonight. We're sponsored by Colonel Tim Marler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard. Your home team, always ready, always there. Pitching changes, we had none tonight. It was sponsored by Race Roofing. They have you covered. covered. Home runs, which we had 2 tonight, are sponsored by the John Odeman family, proud friends of the Newton Rebels. That was Andrew Brotman in the 4th inning to start it off. And then also Corey Mason, who hit a grand slam home run in the bottom half of the 4th inning to take the score to 6-0. All great plays on the field or players of the game are sponsored by the Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. Back Alley Pizza and Curtis Seas, we'd like to thank them, our 2 sponsors. Also, don't forget, we'd like to thank all our host families here this evening for all the work that they have done this year. Once again, tomorrow night we will be in Cheney, Kansas. The game time is 7 o'clock, and that is a 7-inning game. We will be off on Sunday, and then we'll be back Monday at 5 o'clock at Egg Stadium. And that game will start at 5 o'clock. The Newton Rebels will not carry that, but the Sunflower Collegiate League will carry that game. So all you got to do is go to YouTube, go to Sunflower Collegiate League. That game Monday at the Showcase at X Stadium, 5 o'clock game time. I will be doing the PA for both those 2 games. And then Tuesday, we will go back to Great Bend, Kansas for a long trip, as that game will start at 7 o'clock. And then we'll be home Monday evening at 5 o'clock against the Sunflower Seeds, and that will conclude the series with the Sunflower Seeds here this year. Then it will start the Hutchinson Monarchs series, and that will be the last 5 games of the ball game for the Newton Rebels. Once again, stay tuned for the players of the game coming up. And that will be Corey Mason, who hit a grand slam home run tonight in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And then our pitcher, Carson Jacobs, will be the other player of the game. So we hope that you enjoy those interviews coming up here just shortly. So the final scores for the Newton Rebels, they scored 9 runs on 9 hits, and they did have 1 error. And for the Sunflower Seeds, they scored no runs on 1 hit and no errors, and that is all the scoring that we have. Come on in here, Mr. Corey Mason, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on in. And congratulations for being player of the game. Corey Mason joined us, first baseman here for the Newton Rebels, joining us here as the first player of the game. Corey, tonight you were 2 for 4 as you grounded out to you got a base hit in the 1st inning. You grounded out to the first baseman in the 3rd, and then you had that big grand slam home run here tonight, and you had to fight for that one.
Yeah, I did. It definitely hit the foul pole, but he said he didn't see it, and it was definitely fair.
Well, it was definitely a fair ball. I saw it from here, and I told Carv that it hit the foul pole, and it ricocheted to the right, and which made it look like it was a foul ball.
Yeah.
But the home plate umpire said it was not a home run, but then he did finally talk to the outfield umpire, and he did say that he did hear it and see it go off that foul pole, and so that was a home run by a grand slam home run. That's a big one.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's 4 RBIs for you. So you were 2 for 4 here tonight, and then you reached on a fielder's choice that last time up. Well, the way we normally do this, Corey, is we need to ask you who your parents are.
So my mom is Kelly Mason, and my dad is Tony Mason.
Okay. And then any siblings?
I have a younger brother and a younger sister. My sister's name is Brianna Mason, and my brother's name is Aiden Mason.
Okay. And then the third question that we ask you, and that is what college you go to?
I go to Shorter University.
And that's where you'll be going back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the fourth question that we do ask you, and that is who your favorite player is?
Freddie Freeman.
Okay. And then the fifth and final question, and that is if you had 5 minutes to spend with somebody, who would that be with?
I'd like to go with my favorite player, kind of pick his brain a little bit.
Okay. And you're going to stay with that one then, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, once again, Corey Mason is the player of the game. Once again, we congratulate Corey Mason and our sponsor, Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. And Corey, before you do take off, is there anybody special you'd like to say hi to or bye to or anything like that? You got the floor
say,
here.
thank you to my family for all their support, and also thank you to my girlfriend Morgan for all of her support. Even though we're halfway across the country, she's doing a great job supporting me, and I thank her every day for that.
Well, that's that. It's always nice to have somebody special to share that with and to give you that support.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations once again to Corey Mason, and we're going to be joined now by the pitcher, Carson Jacobs, who is our second player of the game coming up, as he went 7 innings here tonight for the Newton Rebels. And joining us now is Carson Jacobs. Carson, congratulations on being the player of the game. Boy, you had your stuff here tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And, me and Zell had a good talk before the game on what's working, what's not. And like we said earlier, the fastball was working in the bullpen, and that's what we went with tonight.
Well, good. Tonight you give up 1 hit, and that 1 hit was in the 5th inning. And that was Owen Sheldon that got that base hit. But otherwise, you really did a good job here tonight. And we did have 1 error, and that was kind of questionable. But I did mark it down as an error, and so did the official score. So, but I can't remember how many strikeouts you ended up with. Point streak for some reason wasn't working for me. 3. There's 4. And I had you written down. There's 5. And 6 strikeouts is what I had you for. Is that correct? You can think of?
I don't really keep track of that.
All righty. Well, we have you for 6 strikeouts here tonight, and we congratulate you on that. A great pitching performance here tonight. But you said you basically, it seemed like you were throwing some breaking balls.
Yeah, we were throwing a little bit of sliders and some 12-6 curveballs in there just to keep them off balance, but mostly it was just fastballs down the middle and inside just to try breaking the bat, just hammering that inside half. So,
well, you did a good job. You worked really well with Mr. Zellner here tonight. All right, this is the way we do it. We need to ask you who your parents are.
My parents is Tom and Mary Jacobs.
Okay, and then any siblings?
I have 2 sisters, Ashley and Rachel, and a brother, Casey.
Okay. And then also what college you're going to or going to go to, or you did go to?
I actually went to Newman, but I have decided to transfer to Gateway in Arizona. So.
Okay, so you'll be going to Gateway in Arizona. Is it Scottsdale, or where's that at?
Yeah, near Scottsdale.
Okay. And then the 4th question, and that is who your favorite player is.
Tyler Glasnow and Andrew McCutcheon.
Okay. And then the last and 5th and final question, and that is if you had 5 minutes to spend with somebody, who would that 5 minutes be spent with?
Jordan Belfort for the pep talks.
For the pep talks.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, once again, a great job there by Carson Jacobs, tonight's player of the game. And pitched a 1-hitter here tonight for the Newton Rebels. Also, is there anybody else that you'd like to say hi to or bye to before you get off the air here this evening?
I don't have anybody in particular, but hey, Charlie, what's up, man? I know you're watching, so have a good night, man.
There you go. He shouts out to Charlie, and then I'm sure the rest of the family. Once again, we thank you all very much for joining us here tonight for the Players of the Game, are sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000, and we'd like to thank once again all our sponsors here this evening. That's it for tonight. This is Frank Martinez, the voice for the Newton Rebels. Once again, we'll be in action tomorrow night at 7 o'clock from Cheney, Kansas, on a 7-inning game against the same Sunflower Seeds. You've been watching Newton Rebels baseball. The Rebels win 9-0 here this evening. We'll see you tomorrow night.